Hi, morning. So, it's International Women's Day today. I think it's amazing that we have a specific date annually that's dedicated to celebrate women, to celebrate their successes, to celebrate those women who have fought so hard before us to bring about some of the rights and changes that have been made over the years up until this point. So I'm not knocking that. I think it's amazing, and anybody that knows me knows how dedicated I am in terms of encouraging and empowering women. Um, my post today is I want to focus on what. Okay, we have International Women's Day, but what happens after today? What happens after this week once the hype, and I hate to say it in terms of hype, but everybody gets very exciting and encouraged and infused with motivation in celebrating International Women's Day. Some are real women who are celebrating women empowerment. Others, you've what I call keyboard warriors who are sharing successes on social media. But what really happens after today? Because once the hype is over, and a month from now, many of us, and I say us, including myself, because I used to be like this, is what happens after the hype is over? Is there anything that continues after International Women's Day to help encourage our women to continue working and empowering them? So, what I've seen in my experience is we have International Women's Day or a big annual event, but then there's no follow up on that. There's no support or projects happening that help teach our women across the board on how to help lift each other up. Have the support mechanism in place to allow women to continue making positive changes and bring about goodness and happiness in the world. And this is where my real gripe is. We have amazing organizations out there who have the resources and the funds to do incredible work. However, not enough, in my opinion, is being done or being invested in continuing this amazing work. And then over the years, I've learned that I used to be one of them. So the work that I do and have been doing sort of for the 5, 7 to 10 years is to encourage some level of work to continue at a very micro level because that's my capacity. However, I'm not saying that there are not groups out there that do not encourage women or support women, but however, a lot of these groups are very small, happening at a micro level, very specific to industries and or elite groups. And this is where the problem is because a lot of these pocket groups that are happening or meet regularly support one another is not accessible to the wider community. And this is something that I've been talking about for a number of years now, is that we do not have a habit of combining our resources and our efforts and working together as a collective to allow women to help support one another. Because after International Women's Day, we go back to our old habits, whether it's bitching about women and dragging people down, because in reality, let's be frank, this is what happens. We have become so selfish in a way, that's the only way I can think of, where we don't like to see other women be successful, as opposed to celebrating other women's successes and see as our successes as well. And this is where the problem lies. So my point of today is that it's great we have International Women's Day, but what can we do to make this International Women's Day theme continue throughout the 11 months until we come back here this time next year celebrating yet another International Women's Day? And that's something I would like everybody watching this to ponder upon and think about. Because if I can find like-minded people to do this amazing work that help increase my capacity to do that and to help teach women on how to continue supporting one another and how to allow women to lift each other up, then maybe we might be in a better place. And then every day will become International Women's Day as opposed to waiting for the 8th of March every year. So hopefully this would inspire you and motivate you to do something a little bit more or reach out to those who are like-minded so some more work can be done.